Good morning. This morning, I would like to talk about something very difficult, especially during this era of high inflation and uncertainty. And that topic is home economics. Home economics, aka home eco or eco, is getting more and more difficult as the prices of everything seems to be rising. And I've been trying to get out of debt, and I noticed there are times when I do have to use a credit card when I'm low on funds and I need to go grocery shopping or go to the post office to get stamps to mail my bills in. Um, and that it's extremely difficult, mainly for the head of a household, the one who is responsible for paying the bills. And there are so many involved in taking care of a household. There's the mortgage, there are debts that have to be paid um, for many different things, and also the utility bills are extremely high these days. Um, the water bill, when you live in a home that you are you have a mortgage on, you still have to pay the water bill. And if you own a home, you have to pay your taxes. Usually, the mortgage company pays the taxes until you actually own a house. The electric bill, the water bill, um, and then home maintenance. That can really, there's all kinds of things that could go wrong, especially if you live in like a hurricane zone or earthquake zone or flood zone, whatever it is. You're going to incur repair bills. Things happen. Things happen, and some of those bills are so high that if you don't have money saved up for those catastrophes or mishaps that happen, even plumbing sometimes the pipes will get clogged and you have to call in a plumber to unclog it. And some of those bills can run up too, especially nowadays. People, they have bills, these um, repairmen have bills of their own, and they're high, and they have to uh, pay for their mortgages and whatnot, and it goes to their customers. So, and what they do is very difficult. I can't do it myself, and and then food has really climbed, and insurance, home insurance, mine has. I just got my bill for my new. My premium has gone up so high that it's very difficult. I'm going to have to redo my budget to pay for uh, the rising costs of home insurance. And the one thing that I think caused it was my insurance company is stationed or is in Florida, and the big hurricane and the flood they had in Florida has caused my home insurance to go up. And you know, there are more and more during these catastrophes, insurance companies are going to go bankrupt. It has happened. It happened in New York City when they had that huge flood a few years back. And so these things are causing problems for the consumers, for people who head of households who have to pay the bills. And so this is a huge concern across the country. And one thing I don't understand, here they let the borders be open to millions of foreigners, I guess for the vote. You know, people are saying it was for the votes. They want them to be able to vote. Well, they are not citizens. Why should they come in and vote? They don't even know what democracy is in the first place, or the Republican. You know, the Republic is the people of this country, the people who have families have. We're all related to each other, and people from other countries are not related to us. They don't know what we've gone through in this country for centuries. They don't know what the Native Americans have gone through. And most of us are related to Native Americans. Why do they think they should have control of our country? That's just wrong. That's just wrong. And if you are from another country, if you came in legally, that's a different thing. But if you come in illegally and expect to take over a country, you're going to have a fight on your hands, a fight that you are not prepared for, and you don't even have a place to live. What are you going to come in with your friends and kill us? That's highly unlikely, because most of these homeowners are armed to the teeth, and you won't even be able to buy a gun in this country. And if you think you're going to kill our youth with fentanyl, say that's a war. We've had a war on drugs for many years. So you don't stand a chance if you're an illegal immigrant. There are people that have hopes for the future. Well, they're a different type, and they will try to become citizens. But criminals will not, because if they do, they're going to get caught in their games and their evil, evil ways. Now, that's not what I really want to talk about. I want to talk about the cost of food. You think you're going to come into this country and be fed by Americans who can't even feed their families? No, that is not going to happen. People cannot give when they don't have money to take care of their own. And I'm sorry. This is very difficult for me to talk about because I'm barely getting by. I have repairs to do on my home. If my air conditioner goes out, I have to replace it. And it's not in the best of shape. And here inflation is killing me. It worries me, and I have to make ends meet as far as my budget. What my income is, my budget can't be any higher than that. And if I'm using a credit card, I still have to pay for the credit card. When you're in a position where you have a place to live, you have to, if you pay rent, you're going to have to pay that rent, or they're going to lock you out. You're going to lose everything, including your clothes. It's just that way. America's not free. There's a lot of freedom in America, maybe too much, but America is not free anymore. You can't hunt without a license. If you do one thing illegal and they catch you, you're going to prison. If you kill a human being, you're liable to be, in Texas, you're liable to get the electric chair. It's it's not for other countries. America is tough. And it's tough on crime as well. It's very, very hard to live in America. I know that from childhood. My childhood was difficult. Sometimes we didn't have food enough. Thanks to the school system and my sister working in the cafeteria, I got to have free lunches because we were poor. We were very poor. And sometimes there's nothing you can do about that. And the one thing I'm really concerned about is how I'm going. They've raised my car insurance, and that's mandatory car insurance. You can't drive without car insurance. And I won't try to. I have to pay my car insurance. And that's been going up every year. I'm thinking of trying to change companies and see if I can lower my car insurance and bring it into my insurance company is in a different state, so I'm trying to think about getting into an insurance company that's mainly in Texas. I don't know, and it's difficult for me at my age to even get insurance. So, and I can't drive without car insurance. I won't. And it's kind of far for me to walk, especially when the temperature is up to 100 degrees. So, or over, and it's up to 100 and it feels like 110. I can't go out and walk the streets during the day, and I won't go out and walk at night. It's not safe where I live. Anyway, that's the thing is the cost of food is gone up. I heard that it's gone up 40%. I don't know if that's true or not, but I know that I'm paying a lot more. And meat, The reason the food has gone up so high is because part of it is the immigration laws have laxed, and they're going against the Constitution for one thing. So I don't know what's up with the president and the administration. I'm certainly not going to vote for Kamala Harris because of the policies of open border, and she has said some things that don't make any sense. And I feel she's un-American. I feel that she doesn't understand what America has gone through and how hard it was for our ancestors to even survive. But somehow they did through the grace of God. And I just don't understand. They have plenty of land in South America, but many of the people coming to this country are not from Mexico or South America. They're from the Middle East. They're from Africa. They have a land of their own. What do they need to come here? They're coming here to fight Americans. Now, and they're bringing up the inflation, especially the cost of food, because it's called supply and demand. And at this point, there is not enough food for the world from the United States. There's just not enough food. And Americans better wake up and realize that our freedoms and our lives are in danger. That's all I've got to say for today. And I'm sorry I had to say it, but I feel strongly about what's been happening. I know it's an invasion. It's a total invasion of the United States, and our lives are in danger. Just go to these other YouTube medias and listen to what they have to say. Listen to them. They're telling you the truth. The Fox News, listen to them. And I want to say have a wonderful day. And I know it's difficult. Be careful when you go out at all, especially senior citizens. You're going to be targeted. And you must go out during a time when there's plenty of people out so that you're not alone. And not when it's too overcrowded, because that's not safe either. Be wise. Look out for yourselves. Be careful. Bye now.